Oh. Oh. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Where's the camera? Look this way.
Yeah, this is there it is. We found it.
Hi. So this is the Klei Rhymes with Klei dev stream.
Yeah.
And we're showing off Rotwood today. We'll just introduce ourselves. You want to start here?
Yeah, I'm Kango, and I am an animator on the Rotwood team. I mainly animate the creatures and the bosses.
Yeah. My name is Elaine, pronouns she, her, and I focus mainly on the environments. Earlier we were joking my title would have been trees. So basically to explain that, I just draw trees all day. Yeah.
And we love her for it. just keep drawing those trees. I know. She's like the reason the game looks the way it does anyways. But yeah, and I'm Lyra, and I do art and animation, mostly for characters. I did the emote stuff. I'm working on NPCs, just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So we'll go right ahead and show off some of the behind-the-scenes artwork. I think this is our very first Rotwood art stream. So I think you're going to be seeing some art that we've never seen before.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of the stuff also, so I joined the team more recently, like last July. So I haven't been working on Rotwood as long as these fine folk have. So if anything, I'm excited always to see some more concept art and stuff that like maybe there's something I haven't even seen yet. Yeah.
Yeah. What are we looking at right now is the trailer that you guys just saw. And this is our beautiful color script that Kenny Park did.
Ooh.
And Kenny worked on this game around the same time I did. I think do we start at the same time?
I was a little bit after.
A little bit after. So we've been working on this game for a long time. So this is very exciting that we have a demo out. Like, I'm very excited.
Yeah. He did a bunch of like the early visual development, which is some of the stuff we'll get to later.
Yeah. So this is like beautiful color script where all the trailers, shots where we're referencing, all the background painters were referencing these colors. And since he was on the game earlier, a lot of his like color senses are in our game. Like even in the art style, there's a lot of key art that he has done. And these are like the color of our game. Yeah. Maybe there's some differences because this is done a while back. Our trailer we were finished like pretty recently. It came out when the demo came out. Yeah, so there might be some different shots. You can see the differences.
Yeah, this actually the trailer when we first announced the game. That was it's always beautiful to see.
Yeah.
All the colors and storyboards and everything.
Here you go. Yeah.
Ooh, more colors.
Yeah, so we were quiet. We're just like coloring these ourselves.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Get to see the beautiful middle frame where the mosquito gets just
Smashed.
Demolished in the face.
That feels very good for me. I don't like the mosquito character very much.
I love how goofy they look.
Yeah, it's great.
And
and then the end, Rotwood title.
There it is.
Yeah, so that's our. I think you could feel the whole trailer by just quickly scanning through them. Yeah,
and a lot of purpley vibes, and purple seems to be an important color for our
color
game.
of Tephra.
Yes.
Yeah. What do we got? All right, I could talk about this a bit more since I did do this a while back. Oh, I can't zoom in on them, but at the top I took screenshots for the progress of our first forest, like our tutorial forest, just like the very main forest. We call it the starting forest. The forest you start in. Yeah. And this screenshots might be actually quite a while before. So in the beginning, I did manually place every single tree in each arena. This is before everything was randomly generated. And one of the concepts we wanted to capture was the feeling of like, oh, it's safe. And as closer you get towards the boss, it's slightly dangerous. You may not like notice the prop change, but hopefully you feel the mood of it like slowly getting harder and harder to play as well.
Storytelling through color.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and with Megatrick, it's the color starts to get more purpley, and the forest starts to get a bit more corrupted. And that kind of thing, and so it's a little subtle, but it's once you kind of notice it, it's really nice to see.
I'm glad it's noticed. Yeah.
Also, I just want to say I've been looking at chat and a lot of people saying hello and hello.
Yeah, everybody, I should say hi. Yeah.
Welcome. I have a quick suggestion. Do we want to move that over here so maybe our gaze aligns a bit more with the camera?
The camera is right here. Yeah, this is better.
Okay, that's
now
okay,
I'm looking
cool.
at you.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Great. Yeah, so the one on the bottom is the concept I did after we did the starting forest, which is the owl lizard forest. And so we wanted to be able to reuse some of the same stuff, but make it slightly different. And the vibe is like completely different. And there's like more stars and it's night scene because owl and more rocks. So these are like my notes on the bottom. I hope my bad handwriting, please don't read too carefully there. And yeah, and I did the concept of like, oh, it'd be cool if we, like the feeling of owl lizard is when you climb up the mountain and like you're at the top where like you're at his home.
Ooh.
And yeah, I love the opening intro cinematic of this. Did you animate on owl lizard?
Yep, that was fun.
That was so rad when I saw just a little the eye rotation. It's so good. And then when I heard the music drop, like I was like, whoa! It was just such a like. I was so impressed by Mother Treek, and then all my coworker was like, "Wait till you get to Owlitzer," and I was like, "Yes, this is awesome."
Yes. The intros are always fun to animate. So,
yeah. Did you just animate the eyeballs? Like, there's no head behind that,
no,
right?
it's just the eyes.
Just the eyeballs.
Only animate and draw what you need, not all the stuff that's
great
hidden.
Point. Yeah. And these are some concepts from our other artist, Angela, and she helped us like create a lot of the environments and like give us inspiration. So like. This is closer towards the swamp area, and it's very different now. But like, it's so good to have somebody else's like concept of throwing ideas together and like, you know, throwing ideas bouncing off each other is like where you create the most creative.
Yeah, and to really get the mood of what the setting is going to be like, and what the environment that we're fighting in. And,
yeah, it's like. Even though it looks different now, like a lot of early visual development is just like, what's the vibe we're going for?
Yeah.
And Angela's another color wizard. This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is and then
more colors.
I think closer you get to Bandicoot, it might be completely different now too. It's like, hey, this is scarier, and I want to capture some of those. I think she was inspired by Nausicaa.
Clearly
looks very. At least I was too.
Oh, it's such a beautiful movie. It's very evocative with how like the mold feels so, like it encompasses death and life at the same time, and it's very cool.
We got a question. Hello, devs. Do you have a launch date? And at this moment, we don't have anything to announce on that.
Yes.
Whoa, sorry. My bad.
Oopsie daisies.
This is getting to animation territory. Do you want to take over some of the
right, so this
stuff?
Is more of the player animation that Mike Rodriguez did. And so this is some of the attacks for the top one is with the hammer. The one at the bottom is, I guess, more the melee sort of concepting. Just really rough. Try to get the idea of like what kind of attacks we want the player to have with certain weapons and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Miker is the one who did. We call him Mike or Mike R. Yes. I still call him that. Yeah. So he's the one who did all these like beautiful, all the battle animations you see there are his brilliant work. And even though I didn't do these as an animator, I'm gonna hopefully speak for him and he feels the same. Just drawing like the key pose of what's the pose I'm trying to get to, and then I'll animate to that is important. So it always helps to think with sketching it out first and then using the build to actually animate. Yeah.
And we have another question. Hey guys, just jumped in. Loving the artwork. Thank you. What engines are you using for this game? I am not a programmer.
So this is the art stream.
Well, it's a great question. Maybe Jembo in the chat could answer this, but to me, I use the tools that programmers make me. I'm like, can you make this thing do this? And they're like, yes. I was like, great, amazing. And
we humbly show up with our bindles full of pencils and paintbrushes.
Sorry.
Doing our best.
Ninja Dark Silver asks, would love some snow or weather in the environment. I love snow as well.
Yes. We love snow.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
Yeah.
We also like snow a lot
and
think it's pretty, so
yeah.
Who knows what that means?
I'll quickly just to explain this drawing you're looking at is from Kenny also. These are like key poses. Oh, let me just go back. That he's drawing like just to inspire us. This is not actual frame of the animation, but
Yeah.
it's always great to have like a drawing to reference.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is probably when the look of the main ogre kind of character was being finalized, and then like, okay, how will this character move in game, and just more like it was still done in that exploration phase where we're just exploring. It's like, will the game look like this? Will it look like that? So yeah.
Someone asked, is there an end date for the demo?
It will likely close down at the end of Next Fest, which is next Monday.
Next Monday.
Yep.
Yeah, keep playing.
Keep playing, that's right.
Yeah.
Give us feedback.
Thank you for your question, Soraverse.
Yeah.
So this is player animation with the hammer,
Yes.
one of the attacks, the sort of the golf swing attack.
Yeah.
Really powerful and very fun.
And as you can see,
teams.
in like what you're looking at is a GIF with a character that has every possible thing on them,
Yes.
like a ponytail, bangs,
Right, yeah.
braids, as well as this like really dark looking grayed out armor. And we use that as placeholders. So like in the animation file, it's like, this is where this armor piece will go. And then there's programming magic that will swap in the actual armor that you have in game with those like dark gray generic pieces that you see. So when we animate, we have to make sure we animate all the pieces so that if you have a tail, the tail is moving.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have a tail, that's also fine. Everything else is moving. Yeah.
Do you have to like move every single, like, do you have to count for every single ponytail?
Yes, every
much,
possible
pretty
thing.
much.
Yes. So like yeah, exactly. So and another thing I do is make alternative like body parts and like hairstyles and stuff. So I have to make new hairstyles that fit within the parameters of what can be animated while also keeping it new and interesting. So yeah. And here's another very cool spear animation. As you could see, like there are frames where you see like multiple spear drawings on screen just to create like in all in one frame, just to create that like feeling of how fast the attack is going.
It's a big reason why I enjoy playing our game. It's just like so fun. Like it's satisfying. The animation helps it to be
Yes,
satisfying.
absolutely.
I feel like every time I've played over the last few months, like all the programmers have been doing things to like fine tune the feeling. Like everything just constantly feels better all the time. And yeah, the game, the button push feel of this game, good.
Well, thanks. Let's just go off of that. So Demon asked a very appropriate question related to this. How long does the drawing and animation take generally?
Oh, to do generally? Yeah, thank you, Demon Rebuilt, for your question. That wildly depends on what we're animating and how we want to, I guess, make our own lives complicated, which is something I love doing. But like there are some very simple animations, like for example, a shrug emo where you just go like, bleh. Like that could take like half a day or whatever, because you're not making the character move that much. But something like this, like where there's a lot more creative decisions and there's a lot of pose changing because the character is like flipping around and kicking, maybe like a couple days to really like get it down and finessed and stuff. And also that might not include revisions that you do for yourself just because it looks wrong or it feels wrong gameplay wise. So yeah, I'm sure Mike could speak more to this, but yeah, it's very much a balance of getting the feel of the art correct, as well as like having how does it look in game and does it match the timing with like how you want the attack to feel.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of different with creatures and player animation. Player animation, a lot of the pieces of the player is already kind of there, so you kind of have to use what is available.
Yes.
You can't really just add any new piece, otherwise you kind of have to add it across. So it's but with the monster, it's there, you know, when you start one, you kind of have to draw everything almost. You're starting from scratch, so the more complicated it is, the longer it would obviously take. More simple creatures could be done quicker, but yeah, it definitely varies depending on how complicated it is.
Yeah, how long would you say like Can you give an example of a creature that you did and like roughly how long that took or something?
Well, something like the bunions that you see in our game in the first level was it's just a little round ball, basically, and so that doing all of its attacks and animations could take like a week or something. But some of the bosses could take like a month. Or more.
Yes. So like a week for a character that's a ball with eyes, and a month for a tree that has 16 million arms and 8 billion eyes. Okay.
We talked about armor pieces earlier, so these are some of them. So these would be replacing the little black boxes that you saw.
Yes.
Of course, I didn't explain earlier. The slide before this was the different hair, for example. Yeah, all the different pieces. So these are Lynn's beautiful, adorable work.
Yeah, here's some concept arts for how we plan on how we turn the monsters into armor, which is always like I feel like similar to animating with characters, it's like you get to be creative because of the limitations you have. I definitely agree. So it's like I have a garlic and I have to make it into an armor. How do I do this? And I really like how we settled on this kind of like sprightly elfy vibe, which also like kind of fits because I would imagine a garlic wouldn't make the heaviest armor. No. So yeah, like sometimes the thing you work with kind of informs your creative decisions and then also gameplay decisions.
Right. Someone asks, what other veggies can we expect to see in the future levels? And also, how would soup be made from raw taste? Which is like, we were talking about garlic, I think.
Probably delicious.
I like putting onion in soup.
I definitely want to.
I like carrots too. I don't know. This is just me talking about soup.
I want I feel like that new anime Dungeon Meshi is making me look at this game and be like, some of these monsters might taste good. I don't know. They do. Yeah, they are pretty vegetable-y.
Like? Tephra? I mean, I imagine all these monsters are like
forbidden jam.
That sounds really good.
You guys are all thinking it's gonna be delicious. I'm not.
I think delicious.
Will it taste?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, or well, maybe you think it'll taste like grape flavor, but actually tastes like Buckley's medicine or something.
Yeah, they are purple. Those are purple. Yeah.
There's another question. Will this have RPG elements? Yeah, there is some. I mean, you do kind of rank up in the game. When you end a run, you do gain some experience. And by ranking up, you do unlock new powers that you can encounter in the dungeons. You can upgrade armor and things like that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's definitely some RPG elements.
I think we've already snuck in a couple of RPG elements.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Lyra's beautiful emote animation. I'm so glad the emotes are in. Was it in the last playtest? I don't remember.
I don't think so, no.
So this was the most fun for me to play.
Yay!
This demo, yeah.
I'm very glad to see people enjoying the emotes. And especially with these. So coming up here are like some of my little hand-drawn quick sketches for the species-specific emotes, and I really wanted to make sure that there were species-specific emotes just because I thought that would make your choice in terms of what character you play feel more special, and then that way it gives me a way to like creatively explore it's like what's unique to the species, and also I don't know, I just like giving players like fun ways to do fun little actions. So yeah, I also like to sketch things out because I feel like if I were to start by just like moving the build around, I wouldn't think as creatively as I would if I was like sketching the poses and stuff. So yeah, I just really want to get the feel and maximum excitement, and then push the build to do what I want as much as I can. So
do you reference these animations? Like, do you put the little
player
with all the different parts on top?
I have the pencil sketch, the sketchy stuff layer there, and then I manipulate the build to get as close as possible, and then it usually looks very bad, and then I finesse it a bunch to make it look good again, and have the pose be as pushed as possible. So.
Yeah, Dali asks, accounting for every single thing seems like hellish, which is, I agree. Kudos to the art team for that. I'm so used to 2D games not showing anything I have equipped. Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, I love I think the ball stays on you when you animate.
Yep.
Yes,
I like that little detail too. It's nice to. I always love to see visually the armor, especially when you switch around, and it's really nice to combine whichever one you want. And so
I remember even as a child when that technology was more novel and more special for the PlayStation and etc. games we were playing, like seeing the armor you equipped. If a game did that, I would always feel a lot more excited about it. So it's I'm glad we get to do it for our little 2D game.
No.
Yep.
Oh, here's our angry boy.
Mosquito.
Kendall's creature work.
So he was pretty fairly easy to animate. He's not too much detail, and he just flies around. So, but he is quite annoying because if you attack him and he takes damage. If he hits you with this attack, then he will suck your blood and gain health. So, and he's quite fast. And we wanted to make him, annoying like a mosquito. So, he's simple but kind of fun to work with because it's not too complicated.
Yeah. Cap asks, out of all the creatures and characters we've seen, is there anyone in particular you found extremely fun to animate?
Oh, there's a lot of creatures
let's see.
Enjoyed animating. I mean, almost all of them. They're always fun unless when they're more detailed, it is enjoyable, but it is sometimes daunting when you're starting. And you're trying to make it look really, of course, really nice and very grand and spectacular, but you don't want to overdo it where you're taking too much time on just one animation. So, but I really enjoy the bosses. For me, are the more difficult but more enjoyable because they're just so big, and there's more attack animations that they require, and so a lot of fun. I just wanted to say, if you could go back. So this is the elite version of the mosquito. Yeah. So in our game, we have the regular versions of the monsters, and then we have the elite version. So when you beat a dungeon on the first level, on the regular level, it unlocks frenzy level. So when you go into the same dungeon, but on frenzy level 1, let's say, then you will encounter elite monsters, which are more stronger, more difficult, they hit harder. And what we've done is we've not only we changed their design a bit to make them look more elite, more dangerous, and we also sometimes will add a new attack to it.
Oh my gosh, are his eyebrows even thicker for the elite mosquito?
I think most of them look more
good.
Just a little bit scary.
More. We want to make them look more intimidating, right? Yeah. So, and sometimes we'll either add a completely new attack, or we will sometimes sort of enhance and improve their regular attack to be even more dangerous and threatening.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this comment from Kuni Rakuni. Thanks for making me feel bad about killing Enigmox, by the way. He looks like a goofball even when he's trying to bite my face off. And unfortunately, our lovely artist can't help but make everything look so charming and lovable. So
is that one of the ones you enjoyed?
He was fun. Yeah. He was fun. He was, he warps around a lot, and there was some Dragon Ball references in that, or inspiration, I should say, with that, because he kind of teleports around and stuff. So that one was, that was a lot of fun working on that guy too.
So. Yeah, he has so much personality. Yes, and that's why I can see you feeling bad. It's like, God, this guy has like a whole life outside of this battle.
We wanted him to be more like a jester, kind of trickster, kind of like goofy, silly. So I'm glad that is kind of came across that way. Yeah.
To counter that, Barbecue asks, what creatures did you like animating the least?
Oh, the least. Wow. That's a tricky one. There wasn't ever really a time where I'm like, I really don't want to animate on this guy, because they're all quite unique. I'm trying to think. I mean, Megatreek here.
Yes, has a lot of arms.
It was fun, but yes, there's a lot of pieces to him. A lot of secondary action with the leaves and everything. You know, so he was when a creature has a lot of that like secondary action that's required, that's when it looks great, but it requires a lot more work.
It's always so much more time consuming than I even expect. Like even for character animations, I'm like, oh, I'm almost done. I just need to do the secondary on the tail, the ponytail, and the braids, and then I'm like a couple hours later, I'm like, oh, I'm finally done. Well, it's however long. Yeah, it's yeah.
Should we explain for the non-animator out there what the
secondary
secondary action?
Secondary, right. So like primary action is like if I'm going like this, that's the action, and then say I went very quickly. I know I have real braids to demonstrate. So say, how does the camera go? Yeah, say I'm going like this, then secondary is like the braids following after my movement. I'm so good at explaining.
I'm sure you use your braids when you're animating.
Yes, I do. Yes. Everyone in the office just sees me do this all day.
I've been trying to dabble into animation a little bit because when I do make a prop in the environment, it's like I have to ask one of you to help me animate it. But if it's really simple, like a swing, like I think I can manage. Yeah. I mean, I did go into animation school, so yeah. So I did have to do some trees. I was like, I have to separate out every single leaf. This is a lot.
So you know how annoying.
Yeah.
It has all that.
Thank you, Ratsling My Bones, for saying that you understood my explanation.
Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
another one with all the leaves.
More leaves.
Yes.
How do you feel about these leaves, Kengo?
He's not as big as Mega Tree, but this one he only has one or two attacks, and thankfully, so it's not. I didn't have to do a huge range of attacks like Mega Tree, who had like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 different animations. So he was more manageable for sure, definitely.
Yeah. Did this one require more new drawings? Because he's like switching all the
drawings,
different angles.
but you can with the leaves you can kind of cheat by of course you trying to use the same pieces, the same symbol.
Yeah.
And so I tried to do that best when I can, and hide it as best as I can, and then draw when it's really necessary, especially when you see him spinning, again, like the leaves trailing behind, even though it's very quick. I wanted to really give that sort of effect that they're that it's not stiff, that they are kind of loose and everything. Yeah.
I had a question because I know that you and Jenbel were close together on these creatures, but like what chicken or the egg? Who comes first? Like which does the attack come first, or the character shows? Does he ask you for a light attack, or like? It
could go either way. Usually, sometimes we'll both just sort of collaborate, or even with other programmers, Marcus and Kaylee, we'll talk about creatures like what kind of attacks we want, what kind of behaviors do we want these creatures to do, and sometimes I will they'll just kind of leave it up to me to animate something that looks cool, or what I think might fit the personality of the creature.
Yeah.
And then based off that, they might be inspired to be thinking like, okay, we can do this kind of attack, or maybe sometimes they'll just sort of trust me to just choose, I guess, and just be like, just have fun, just make something cool, and then I'll do that. And so
it's a bit of a collaborative process between sometimes the programmers say we want something specific, and sometimes the artists also have the creative freedom to be like, what if they did this? And
I find with bosses, you really need to plan.
Yes, a lot more planning,
way
and less
more
spontaneity.
Planning, way more collaborating, because they're obviously the main showpiece of the game. But creatures, it's sort of we do talk about it, but a lot of it is sort of just kind of run with the ball, just go with it. Yeah,
there's a little bit more freedom and wiggle room.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right. Our newest character.
Yes. Yeah, newest little character, littlest magpie named Nimble. Yeah, and here are just some concept arts for Alphonse's little sidekick friend that I was trying to figure out.
Basically, which hat to wear.
Yeah, basically. I ended up going for the middle look in the middle row, just because a hooded figure. I wanted something that was, immediately charming and cute to look at. And Lynn really helped me figure out like the proportions of the bird, because the style in the game is very cute and cartoony, and she's really good at very cute shapes. So but I helped kind of like finalize the look with the hood and the little mysterious eyes, and yeah, just something a bit the mix between cute and mysterious is what I wanted for our little magpie friend.
I always love this part where you just see everybody's like different ideas and you get to vote. We're like, I like one, I like two.
Yeah. Oh, and furthermore, the reason they have a little shoulder pauldron armor piece is because Chris specifically requested that it would that Nimble have one, because then it looks like, well, Alphonse makes armor, maybe they made armor for his little bird friends. So yeah, and also then I was like, bird armor, that's the best thing I've ever heard, of course. So yeah.
So I'm just showing the in progress here. So we start with design, and then now we're slowly animating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these are not.
So these are sneak peeks.
Yes.
So the magpie will move in the game.
Yeah.
The magpie will move. They won't just stay there. And yeah, I'm working on the animations that the magpie has. So obviously, because the magpie has different proportions than the other NPCs, they have to have completely unique animations. Yeah, so I just we threw a couple in here, and yeah, I wanted his movements to be a lot more quick and sporadic, like how birds are in real life, and he seems very cheerful and approachable, but I don't know.
He's not? Oh.
You know how birds are, they're up to something.
True.
Yes.
True.
Oh, thanks. More birds here.
Oh yes, here's another one.
Were you doing this at your desk?
Yeah. I oftentimes catch myself making faces or doing weird hand poses at my desk.
Do you ever record yourself and for reference?
I think I tried that in school because they suggested it, and it didn't work for me personally. Like, I find I actually think and express myself better through drawing than
Sure.
well, I feel like when I'm talking naturally, I am very expressive, but then if I'm like recording myself, I like forget how to move naturally. I'm like, is this how people move? So it's something I feel like I could have worked at, but I just decided to draw my way through it. So yeah.
So how long does one of these might take?
Oh, these like I could do like, I think I could do 2 of these little animations a day. Like some longer than others, because this one involved new pieces because I had to draw his hands, and that takes a little longer. And I with the magpie, it is a little bit time consuming because because he's small, I want him to act with his whole body. So I am drawing quite a few new pieces to make sure that he has like big expressive movements, because those movements will still be quite small on screen. So I want his movements to be big. So yeah.
Oh yeah, this actually came around the same time as Nimble's design was coming in, which was, we just got to design the whole marketplace area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the concept of market, like we need to have a marketplace.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, then we all got to work on making our marketplace happen.
I think this was like very collaborative between me, Lara, Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn and Lara. Yes.
Sorry, Lynn, you're right here.
and our art lead, Dan, as well. The marketplace is kind of like all of us, you know, did more Dragon Ball reference, doing our spirit ball energy to make the marketplace happen.
Yeah, I mean, also Chris, because Chris has to give us the story.
Of course,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Why is there a marketplace? We need the writer to tell us.
Yeah. And what Alphonse's background story is.
Yes.
And you see Berna's there. Why is Berna there?
Why is his hair like that? What's the deal with this guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, also a lot of our NPCs were designed by Tony, who's an artist that's working on another project at Klei right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, she also helped develop a lot of the look of this game.
And then we would take turns like, oh, this would be cool. Or like, I really like this design. How about we just move this one thing? And then it just like gets better and better until like this is kind of close to what we see now.
Yeah, exactly. Like we kind of iterate, and then eventually, you know, we post a bunch of sketches and then we draw and collaborate, and then finally a look comes. And here's some of my sketches for some props that are in the marketplace and stuff. Especially Alphonse's a traveling oven station that he uses.
Was the designs of the market and everything, did that come first, or did Alphonse come first and then you kind of designed around
Alphonse came first. Yes, we wanted to figure the character, their vibe first, and then like that And then everything came around it to suit that character.
I think the design of that drawing came first, and then Chris started writing because you get inspired by the beautiful drawing, and then the market, and then like we needed a market.
And just knowing that Alphonse is someone who's quite liberal with his use of tephra, which means that, okay, I'm going to make it so that his station looks like he's using tephra in it with the oven and the smoke, and there's like the little purple lights everywhere. So just trying to include things visually that tell you about how Alphonse's life is without even talking to him. So yeah,
I noticed in this one we got the earlier version of Alphonse where he was a little bit scarier looking, but he's friendlier now.
So there's
his smile does look like that. He's just not always smiling. He's just not always baring his teeth.
So a lot of the detail tell story basically. That's in these designs,
definitely.
Right? So,
Exactly.
I hope that comes through.
Yeah.
Or just like subconsciously people notice.
Yeah.
Right, yes, and here's some cool concept art from Tony about her going through the process of designing the potion salesman, his wagon, our good friend Doc Hoggins.
Yeah.
Good, honest friend Doc Hoggins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Why is this here?
Animation. I'm just gonna quickly go past that, but animation is great.
Yeah,
Smear frames are great.
I don't know. It's either you love or hate this guy too.
Yeah.
Also, so that's the main.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get fit a run in. So
Okay.
let's play some game. I'll show the other ones later. Okay, let me see.
Oh, it's happening. So we are done with showing the art.
We have some more if we have time in the end, but we'll do this. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're transitioning to playing
the game.
Playing the game.
So Kango is our third best player on the team.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Kango is elite pro strats.
And I know these monsters pretty well.
Good hitting of the buttons guy.
Can you guys all hear the music okay?
Yeah. Yeah, and
yes.
Okay, you're first, I think, right?
I am?
No, maybe it's me.
Okay.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna be using the jam ball that we call it.
Yes, I've never used it, so I'm using my trusty dusty hammer. Yeah, Striker.
Striker's very fun. It's very unique, I find. I've never seen a weapon like this, but it is.
I just saw the comment from Rattling My Bones. You cannot believe the amount of raw joy I get from looking at all the art. That's makes me happy. Thank you. I'm glad it brings you joy.
Let's go.
Let's talk. Are we talking to our friend? What's happening?
I can't. Oh, there we go.
They're telling us about focus hits.
Right.
Just to fully charge heavy attack. Okay.
All right. Let's just dive right in.
Do you know about focus hits?
Do you guys have a favorite weapon?
I like spear, just because I'm not very good at the game, so I can stay far away and not get hit.
I have a favorite set of clothing, which are which is my puffy, my beautiful puffy underpants. They're not underpants, but they do remind me of bloomers, so it makes me laugh.
So Kango is playing the jam ball here.
I'll be extroverted.
Striker, sorry.
Yep.
And Lyra's playing a hammer.
When I revive you, I can gain more damage. So I'll be a team player.
Oh, okay. I'll probably die. So
I didn't mean it that way.
No, it's okay. I see how this can go. No, I'm kidding. I mean, what I like about this game is that it's easy to pick up, but quite hard to get used to. So it's you can't ever let your guard down and be like, oh, it's just some onions. Like you will get hit, you will be damaged. So
Yanni asks, how much of a mess does it feel to play a game as it's actively being developed? It looks quite polished now, but I can only imagine how janky it can feel when things are still being worked on. I kind of like when it's being worked on, because then you kind of like, you have your say in making it better.
Yep.
And you're seeing it grow.
That this is actually a new experience for me because I came off of working on Don't Starve Together, which was, I mean, we were constantly adding things to it, but like it was a finished game for all intents and purposes. So now here, it's like I could see something like, that this menu could be better. And I'm like, wait, I have the power to make the menu better. And it's pretty rad. It's a bit finicky, but also empowering because you know that you can do something about, the problems you see. Sure.
Quickly. Okay,
Yep,
why
yep.
don't you turn the master audio down a little bit? Options.
Oh, yep.
Let's go to audio. Maybe.
A little more.
A little more.
There we go.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, let us know if that's good for you all.
Yeah. Kunira Kuni asks, know anyone who likes the cannon?
Ooh,
Do you like the cannon?
I do. It's
You're a good player, of course.
definitely more complicated and more difficult, but it's more challenging, and I always like trying to figure out how to master those more challenging weapons. With the cannon, you can't dodge normally like you can with the other weapons. You have to use the heavy attack to dodge, and which makes it more tricky. But once you kind of get the hang of it, it's interesting and a lot of fun.
Cool.
So we got the 5-finger brew.
So that's new.
Yeah, we got
Dan designed that. I love the
I'm-
design on it. It fits, like, because the prop came in later, it's like you have to make sure it fits with the rest of the room.
Yes,
Totally
it
does.
fits the vibe. I really love the design of the pot,
Yeah.
all the details. It's like I'm trying to put my face closer to the screen to look at all the details. 'cause
Yeah,
I
it's
like
got
it.
a snake
I like it a
nose,
lot.
if you can't tell.
Yes.
On the handles, yeah.
Oh, we got my potions.
Oh, you guys are full health.
Yep.
See, these are
Yeah.
experienced players. Oh, mini boss already.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Greater Yamo.
Greater, yeah.
So this is the
Our
elite.
big gourd friend.
I like him for killing the beats for food. Yeah.
I used to. It's crazy how like this this gives me the feeling of a lot of games I like where like I can really feel myself getting better at the game as I play it and not get hit. Yeah, because I remember every time I'd show up to the Yamo room the first time, I would like get my butt whooped, and now I'm getting hit by some babies over here, but you know,
Cute babies.
less than before.
I love
Ooh. The cool thing with one of his attacks is when he does the big swing, if he hits any creature, it can fly towards you, and you can actually get hit by those creatures. So
Ooh.
Oh, the flying beat?
yeah,
Nice.
So you have to avoid them?
Yep.
A
Okay.
flying beat.
Fastma says they played every playtest. Thank
You
you. And it's
perfect
really
one,
nice seeing it
too.
develop. I also really like seeing it develop when I'm working on it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad. I mean, it's one thing for us to, you know, be on the development journey. It's what we're
Yeah,
here to do. But
exactly.
I'm glad you're all here joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending time in our lovely game here.
So I've been on this game for almost 5 years. I'm losing count.
wow.
But
Oh,
like
wow.
it's had its different versions, and I'm getting this is my first game ever, kind of, because I've been on the trailers team before.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, so it's been a while since getting to this point where it's like really actually playable. It's really fun too. So there's just a lot of things you do end up throwing away in those
yes,
times.
yep.
Being an artist on is difficult because you have to strike the balance between being proud of your work and valuing it, but
Yeah.
also knowing when to let things go and just be like, okay, well, this doesn't work because we need to make the product good.
Are you playing like dodgeball with creatures?
I'm
You just throw them in there, and they'll hit creatures.
They'll come back?
They'll come back.
Are you using your skill at all?
My what?
Skill?
Uh,
Do you have
yeah,
a recall?
yeah, I do have the recall.
Yeah.
Do you-
Are you gonna
Oh
emote?
yes, of
Oh.
course.
how do I do this? There we are. Yes.
Well, it seems like you guys are agreeing on where to go most of the time, for the most part.
Let's go this way.
Yeah.
I love the whistle sound. Our sound designer Luca did all that.
Yeah.
And
they
Danny.
sound great.
I
It
don't
was nice. I when I animated that, I just timed it to the existing whistle sound.
Oh.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
sound came first?
Yeah, for that one, just because it's like, well, then the sound people don't have to make a new whistle sound, and then it gives me like an existing framework
Yeah.
to work for
I
timing.
remember that. And it was like you get the sound clip and you practice. Yeah. Animating to it.
Nope.
Yeah, so right now we're playing a demo that will be here throughout Next Fest. Thank you to all of you that played it.
Yes, thank you.
But I'm always sad when I have to leave my friend when I leave the room.
I know
Oh, I
your
know,
your
I know.
enchanted friend.
Yeah. It's always satisfying when you enchant
not
a
mulligan.
strong creature.
I want the
mulligan.
big stick, big stick, big stick. You want a difficult
You want-
battle?
yeah, okay,
difficult
let's do it.
battle,
Let's go for
difficult
the
battle.
You got Tango
I
here.
have like
He's
no
gonna carry
health,
you, no
and I'm
problem.
like, yeah, let's go. Yes, can go.
Yeah, it's one of the games where I'm actually playing a lot. It's fun.
Okay, let me.
Potion.
Yes, here, I'll drink a
Drink
potion.
potion together? Are you
Yes,
guys
I'll
gonna
drink a
Yep,
potion
okay.
around you. There
There
we
you
are.
go. Thank you.
I like that when the potion drinking together came in.
I remember just one addition I loved seeing happen live was it's just when I died and I was waiting for someone to revive me.
Yeah.
It felt bad to just like stay there and do nothing. And
Oh
then
my
we
gosh.
added the whole flopping
Oh,
and
that's
tapping
my-
your hand.
I hope
thing.
you guys
That's my
are
favorite.
pressing those buttons when you're dead. Like,
Yes.
It's
It
amazing.
was such a brilliant addition because
Yeah.
it made me feel like empowered to do something about like, okay, I can at least get closer to the person
Yeah,
trying to revive me
yeah.
and not stay in a trap and then get them hurt. And also it just further added to the goofy flavor of our game. So it's
It's our
win-win.
character. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh yeah.
All right, what
Her
is
throat was swollen and she could never drink enough. Do you thirst? Do you thirst, Kengo?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you guys all use your potion. Perfect. Let's go.
Oh wait.
I
Is
is it
oops.
only one?
It's
Oh
fine.
no.
no.
No. Oh, okay, I get it
There
too.
you go.
Okay. I was worried for a second. Yes, I also thirst.
Yay.
Thanks. Thanks, big guy.
He's great. He's
One
also
day I'll
Tony
find out
designer.
what your deal is.
Yes.
Seriously, I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. Maybe Chris would.
Chris, what's his deal?
I also love the blobby guy. Did you animate those?
Yeah, those were pretty simple, very straightforward. I mean, that one blob over there, he just hops around and he just so it was nice and quick and easy.
Does he have different names? The floppy one, the
I'm
the star-shaped one.
not sure what the names are from. There's two of them.
Yeah,
One of
there's
them
two.
is a
Waffle or
ranged
Pew Pew.
minion that just shoots.
Yeah.
And the other one just hops around.
I'm not my most skillful self today, so waffle it is.
You guys are doing
Nothing
great.
wrong with
The rooms are looking scarier, so I know you're approaching the boss.
Ooh, yes.
Getting darker.
More trees around as well, which means we're getting
Chris,
closer
we're-
to the mother.
Yeah, Chris was. We were asking about the Wanderer.
The
question-
wanderer,
yeah,
the big lad.
Yeah, we don't know his backstory. Maybe it's a secret document she's written like somewhere. I love the core stones.
I
I
know,
wanna
the
buy all
sound
the
when
fashion.
you get the
Yes,
cornerstones,
that sound
Yes,
is new.
very
It's so
satisfying.
good. Sorry we have the sound toned down, but usually I'd play with all the sound all the way up. But... So play the game with sound on.
Yes.
Oh, Chris says, oh, sorry, I don't know that man. Are you sure he exists?
Oh! I don't know anymore. Do I exist?
Frozen here says, I love Don't Start, even if I wasn't very good at it, but am very addicted on Oni still. Oh, I love Oni too. I'm eager to jump into Rotwood eventually since I love art style. Thank you. And the
Aw,
vibe you're
thank you.
capturing each game. Thank you all for giving us such great playgrounds to have fun in. It does feel like a
Yay!
playground.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this is so ridiculous, but I like got a little emotional at this thought I had recently where I was like, games is just like us being like, here's an interesting space I made for you to hang out in. Would you like to hang out in my interesting mind space? And then people do, and it's a good
It's
time.
amazing.
It's very sweet.
Rattling my
Goodness
bones asks who made the
gracious.
Minions animation, the little blob ones where they dance at the end of the level.
Oh yeah, I did that. So they do a little dance when
Does
they
it? Oh, yeah.
before they
Oh yeah.
leave or they die and you go to the next level. They do a little victory dance thing. So
That's
yeah.
so precious. Well then, we're good for potions. Why am
Okay.
I am I talking?
You're blinking.
Or are you talking,
talking?
for? Oh,
You're
Wait,
talking.
am I?
I'm confused.
Oh yeah, you're
it's
talking.
okay.
It's you.
Okay, yes.
We don't need potion. You use a finger brew.
Finger brew.
Yes.
5 finger brew.
Do you want to do some shopping?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got some.
It's always enjoyable to just walk into the market. It's always so
We
nice
got
to
some
see.
tephra.
Oh, I
Hello,
think
bird.
we're-
I will
the
be
shop
able
is
to
sold
say
out
hello
today.
to
I
you.
don't think you could buy
Oh.
anything today, but you could do the power-ups.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also like these baskets because it gives you more options to sometimes build health.
Yeah, and it's nice. You can get a potion refill for
Mhm.
cheaper
Yeah.
if you do get one.
Okay, I guess we should just take a power
Yeah,
upgrade. I guess
upgrade.
that seems pretty straightforward of a decision.
And you go free. The person that likes sales, you may always have to pick the one that is the best deal. But like, I should really think about my build.
You go more for value.
Yeah, I go for more value. It's like, it has little wings. I'll pick those.
Let's have more meetings.
But today, for the first time, I called Lynn over. I was like, you're better at this game than me. What would you pick?
I see a comment from Spice Dot. First time watching a stream from Klei. So excited to meet the people behind Klei. Well, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you guys all
All
done?
right, I guess
All
we're
right.
at the
We're
boss
just-
now.
Oh,
Right.
we're just yeah.
Yeah, you had Conjure left, but man,
I
type
feel
fast.
so like yeah, it's just the boss. Oh wait, it's the boss. it's we test this so often. Sometimes we forget to just like, oh wait,
This,
you know.
you have to be serious when you fight him, or you might, yeah, a lot of things coming at you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys would be quiet, right? I'll keep rambling.
Gotta focus.
Ooh. I think Bryce did the patterns of the little spikes. And you guys were,
Ooh.
yeah, they're.
Yeah, they can be tricky.
Oh, it's
This
this
one,
one.
this one.
Yes.
Oh, you recognize the patterns.
I
Yeah. Definitely.
Professional players here.
that one. Oops.
Thank you, Longshaw, for raiding with a party of 137 people.
Oh wow! Thank you for the raid.
Yeah.
That's very kind. Hello everyone.
Hello. We're now
Watch
fighting the Megatron.
as
Yeah, I got
the
it.
Did we
most
show this animation earlier?
skillful
We did.
Rotwood
Yeah, we did.
players
That is-
play. Oh no! Yeah.
Is there a best weapon for killing Megatron?
Oh no!
I guess
Poor little onion.
not really the best. Whatever you're most comfortable with, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's fun
Oh,
because
what? Oh wow! Oh my gosh!
Flop your arms,
I
flop
got
your
you.
arms.
Yeah, yep. There you
Floppy,
go.
floppy. Dance, dance, dance.
You don't wanna be
Wait,
So
yeah,
bad.
I don't want- yeah, you don't want to die.
Okay. Sorry, I was having fun. Whoa! No!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah,
Dance!
I got you.
Dance!
Oh, watch out!
Okay, okay.
Another cool thing with the
Oh.
Jamble is that
Yeah.
the creatures can hit your balls as well. So it's,
Yeah.
it's like even
Oh,
see with
shoot.
Megatrix roots they can project. Oh, I was not paying attention.
Well,
It's hard to talk and play a game, okay?
That's something I'm not used to. That's for sure.
well, that was a fun run. Yeah, I'll
That
come
was
back.
good. I think, are we good? What's
We're
the time
good.
here?
We'll show off a little bit more in the end here. But that was
we
good.
got a little bit of time to hang out.
Yeah, Flint told us
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
starting
right.
to not like trees very
Yeah.
much. I
Same.
agree. I have to draw a lot
Same
of trees.
friend.
Yeah. Yeah. I will head back into the camera for a little bit. Actually, do you guys want to see some programmer art?
Yeah,
Yeah.
programmer.
Of course.
I want to see
It's the
programmer
best- the
art.
best
Like as
part.
artists,
Yeah.
like don't like that's my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, just gonna skip over some of these. All
There
right.
you go. There you go.
So we got these as power up icon references.
Oh, that's what I saw these
You're like,
sketches
what is this?
before, but I saw these sketches just today when we were going over the stream, and I was like, "What are these?"
Yeah, if you like
I mean, they're
comment,
pretty much the same as what.
it's
the
actually
yeah.
pretty close.
We shipped it exactly as is.
Exactly
Yeah.
as is. So comment in the chat if you can recognize which powers are what. Like I have.
Can I recognize?
Yeah.
Which power? The onion plushie with a tag on it is free discount
Discount.
when you buy A bulbin.
It's what it looks
Get
like.
a free bunion, I guess.
Get a free bunion
Yeah.
for yeah.
I know the die that's rolling off. That's mulligan.
That's mulligan. That's our familiar one.
Yeah.
And there's a
Oh yeah, that did look good.
there's a
Nice.
guy running with cheese.
Pew pew. It looks like
Pew Pew is good.
Pew
Yeah,
Pew.
Pew Pew's good.
Yeah.
There's your favorite. There's a big
Pew
stick.
Pew is good.
It's
Big.
the second one right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see the stick, so I was just like dramatic
No.
entrance.
So I'll show the final. So they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
We just did a
amazing.
bit of polishing.
Just a little
Yeah.
cleaning up. That's
So
all.
that's our programmer Bryce, who designed all the like power ups. I think him and Jebel both come up with ideas for the power up,
Mhm.
and it's such a key component to our game that I don't play well enough in. I just picked a pretty one.
And Lynn was the one who, she's our icon artist.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
she's the one who did these beautiful final drawings that you see.
It's amazing how close they are.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
practically the same. I think we used his temp art for a while.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
always
a
find
little
it-
confused because I feel like you're flipping between the same images.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you so much for joining
right.
us today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was my first stream, so that was good.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done a
Good
stream in
for
a long
stream.
time, but
I feel like it's been 1,000 years since I've done a stream. So yeah, thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for playing the game. We're glad to see that you like it so much.
Yeah.
And and thank you for all your feedback and everything.
is there any other last minute questions? And while we're waiting to see if you have any questions, we will be rating Damien F16 because they're playing Rotwood. Yeah, we're gonna go back and play Rotwood. I was just watching you guys play, and I wanna.
You wanna
I wanna
play?
play.
Yeah.
Do you wanna play a run later?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't get enough Rotwood.
Yeah. Maybe I should practice the ball because it's
You
very
gotta
hard
get into
to play.
the top 3, right?
Yes, we have a hero board going to see who's the best player.
I
in
feel
our
like
game.
I want to actually get good at using the cannon because I had a lot of fun
That's fun.
making the emote for it. So I feel like I want to justify being able to use
There's
it.
some really good
Yeah.
animation in that one. Well, yeah, it's a lot of fun. That one.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have another art stream so we could bring more art. There was just so much.
There's
we
a
could,
lot. Yes,
yeah,
there's
put
a
in
lot.
here.
Yes.
So we'll definitely show some Enigmox art.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have rough drawings?
I don't really have too many rough drawings when I animate. If there is any, it's very, very rough, and then I kind of just start building over top of it.
I want the
Mhm.
very, very rough ones.
Yeah.
I tend to remove them afterwards because I guess I like to have the files clean, so there's no
Oh, yeah.
drawings in there. But I'll save it for next time.
Are you a very organized person?
Yeah, I like to keep it clean, you
Yeah.
know, so it's easier for me to
Well.
keep track of things. And yeah.
Next time I'm gonna request a screenshot. Of the rough
Sure,
drawings.
yes.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
love rough.
Yeah.
animations. Yeah.
And I feel like people always love seeing like how the final polished art you see. It's like how it begins because like we always have to begin just by quick rough expressions. So yeah.
Are you working on any new emotes right now?
Not well. I'm working on some NPC emotes actually.
Oh.
So yeah, so they can have more varieties of movement.
Do you guys have a favorite NPC?
Uh
I'm asking in the chat too.
oh yeah,
Ah.
mine would be Berna. I really like Berna.
Berna's
She's-
great.
She's
Berna's
really
a
good-
sweetie.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
Flit is great too. He's
I think
really
Flit is audience flavor, I think.
Maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's the closing? I have no idea. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
So we will be rating Damien F16
Yeah.
after this. So because they're playing Rotwood, so you can see more.
So yeah, so you can see someone else playing Rotwood, and yeah, you all have a good rest of your day, night, depending on where you are in the world. And thanks again
Yeah,
for
thanks
coming.
for joining.
Thank you.
Okay. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.